Hi students, welcome to Ravi Smart Guru. So in this certificate in corporate finance program, first we will be discussing accounting module, that is module 1. So in this accounting module, we will be discussing the basic concepts of accounting. So basic concepts of accounting. So generally accounting means, we can in a general way or in a general sense, accounting is considered as a information system. Accounting is considered as a information system. Now what actually this information system is? Now we'll try to know what actually this information system is. Information system is something which identifies the data, collects the data, processes the data, and finally provides the final information to its users. So information system is nothing but which identifies the data, collects the data, processes the data, and provides the final information to its users. So this is about information system. Now we'll try to apply these particular concepts of information system to the accounting. So we are saying that accounting as a information system. Now in this accounting also, what accounting will do? It identifies the business transaction, collects the business transaction, process the business transaction, and finally provides this information to its users. So accounting is something which identifies a business transaction, collects the business transaction, nothing but collects the information from the business transaction and process this information transaction, and finally provides the information to its required users. So this is a basic this is the basic meaning of accounting. So in accounting, first thing already said that identification of business transaction. Now what do you mean by this business transaction? Suppose example, we'll try to know the meaning of business transaction with an example. Suppose example, Mr. X want to purchase a pen. Mr. X want to purchase a pen. Can we say this particular case as a transaction? No. So business transaction is something where there is an exchange of money and exchange of goods. Suppose if Mr. X went to a kirana shop or went to a stationery and he asked the stationery person to give a pen, and that particular person gave a pen and he paid the required amount to the person. So in this case, he went to a stationery, and he asked the stationery person to give a pen, and he took the pen and he paid the required amount. So the transaction, this kind of transaction, we can say it as a business transaction. Why we are saying it as a business transaction? Suppose if you record the accounting, if you maintain the accounting of that particular stationery shop, there is a sale of a pen. For a stationery person, there is a sale of a pen for rupees, let us assume it as 10 rupees. So there is a business transaction. And why we are saying it as a business transaction? There is a exchange. There is a exchange. So pen is exchanged with cash. Pen is exchanged with money. So if that particular stationery shop maintain the accounts, so what he did, first he identified the business transaction. How he identified the business transaction? Simply, sale of a pen for rupees 10 is a business transaction. So in accounting, first we will be learning how to identify this business transaction. Okay, so the main element, nothing but the first thing in accounting is identification of business transaction. The sale of a pen by the stationery to the person is considered as a business transaction. So that is nothing but identification of business transaction. After identification of business transaction, next thing is recording the business transaction. That particular business transaction should be recorded in a proper manner. For recording this business transaction, we will be applying the different accounting concepts and principles which we will be discussing in the later part of this particular module. So second step in accounting is recording of business transaction. So the process of recording the business transaction is nothing but journalization. The process of recording the business transaction is nothing but journalization. So in this particular process, what we'll be doing, first the business transaction will be journalized, nothing but we will be writing the journal entries. After writing the journal entries, we will be going with the posting of ledgers. So posting of ledgers is nothing but recording the identical transaction, recording the identical business transaction which are in the same nature, nothing but all the related nature accounts or the transactions should be recorded in a separate place. That is nothing but posting of ledgers. After posting ledgers, then we will be going with the trial balance. After trial balance, we will be going with the preparation of final accounts, and after preparing the final accounts, we will be providing this information to the required users. So that's why accounting is considered as a system. Accounting is considered as a information system which identifies a business transaction, record the business transaction, process the business transaction, and provides the final information to its users. So this is about the basic meaning of accounting.